Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Jessie. This is Playful Moon Tarot. So grateful to have you here today. This is a general reading, so the entire message may not resonate with you. Just take what does and kindly leave the rest, as that is for somebody else. Today, we're going to be checking in with our guides to see what kind of wisdom they have for us. Let's get into the readings. Hello, Group 1. So you were drawn to the Blue Adventuring Moon. And let's go ahead and pull the oracle, see what messages we have from our guides. Messages that are in alignment for everyone's highest good, please. Thanks for being here today. So grateful to have you here with us. And let's see what we have. Okay. And we have amble with contentment. Waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous now. So there's a sense of like a pause. So let's get in and pull the tarot to kind of clarify that message. And then we will circle back and read from the book. So let's see what the messages are with tarot to kind of clarify that. All right, messages in alignment with everybody's highest good, please. Oops, that one. Okay. Oh, 8 of Cups. Okay. Messages in alignment with everybody's highest good, please. And seahorses really can go quite a long distance. They don't go very fast, but they do make it long distances and can get quite far. Okay, and one more. Perfect. Okay, so we have the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, Page of Swords, and then the 8 of Cups, which is all about choices. Okay. So I'm not quite sure. It's going to be different for each of you, but you guys are definitely having some difficult decisions that are being made right now. And I feel like there's a lot of conflict or kind of tricky energy around you guys right now. And you guys are going to need to make a decision here pretty soon. And the best time to make a decision is once we've kind of really thought about something, right? Like making the decision in that split moment. Sometimes we do it, but I get a sense that Spirit is saying, let's go ahead and just take a pause here. And I feel like this is something with your community. I don't know if it's friends, family, coworkers. It'll be different for each of you, but I'm getting a sense that there's some type of a community that you guys might need to be walking away from right now. Because the 8 of Cups is kind of like there's no, all of these choices right now are not bringing you the emotional fulfillment that you are wanting and really after, really seeking. And this 9 of Swords here, I mean, all of these 3 cards tell me that there is some serious strife, some fighting. You guys might be experiencing migraines and like fatigue, body aches, I'm hearing. Yeah, low energy, just overall just not feeling good. And there's a sense that you guys want to charge forth because this 8 of Wands like really wants to be the 7 of Wands. Like you guys really want to charge forth with something because I feel like there's like a destination you guys want to get to, and not necessarily like a destination and then like you're there and you're done, but there's some type of like an emotional fulfillment around your community that you guys are seeking right now. And if you just kind of pause and hold a second and wait, I feel like that time will show itself when you're supposed to kind of charge forth. And step away from that pause state and move forward, in a victorious way, like success, victory, finding what you're seeking. Because I feel like you guys are really like this King of Pentacles right here. He's got it all, right? Like he's got his wealth, he's got his family, he's got his kingdom, he's got his home. He's very taken care of. And I feel like that is what you guys are after right now. And there's just a sense that with the community, the people around you, it'll be different for each of you. So take what resonates. But there's a sense that there's really some lack of emotional fulfillment. There's disappointment. And there's a sense that when we walk away and we just lay down the swords, walk away from the cups, you're going to, there's a sense of, if you connect with kind of this like playful energy, kind of like a kind of childlike, but they're really telling me more playful. Get playful, do things that bring you joy. Dance just to dance around the house. Really, really allow yourself to have those moments where you're going out and finding your own fulfillment and finding ways and connecting with people that bring you joy. Because right now, there's a sense that the emotional body is really, I wonder what the undercard is. Yeah, 10 of Wands. It's time to really set it down. This is the undercurrent of the message. Goes right along with everything else. The 9 of Swords. Really tough, like mental challenges too. Thought patterns that aren't helping us. 10 of Wands. This cat is so tired of carrying all these. I mean, could you imagine carrying like 10 huge, 4x4s or whatever all together, all by themselves, or like all by yourself? That's going to get really heavy. So the undercurrent of the message is that it's definitely time to walk away from whatever situation is bringing you this kind of emotional, how do you want me to say it? It's just, because I'm getting a whole bunch of words right now. Devastating, toxic, almost hearing like irrevocable, like no, like there just can't be peace. Like whatever is happening right now, these two sides they can't come together. I just see these trying to come together, and it's like the magnets when you try to put the two magnet parts together that just cannot, there's just not a way for you guys to see the other person's point of view is kind of how it's coming across. And that's a very general kind of broad, so take that how it resonates. But there's a sense that there's not a coming togetherness. There's not an understanding. And that leaves us feeling very emotionally not content when we can't be seen and heard and understood. And there's this sense like there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you at all. So I want to read from the book a little bit of this message and see what the direct message from the book is. So waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous now. Trust your gut feelings or your sensitivity to give you information about your current situation. Let go of any doubts or uncertainties, as they are only going to cause you to become off balance. You may want some personal time to clear your thoughts. Things are coming to fruition, so trust that you only need to be present for this to unfold in the most positive manner. By allowing things to flow to you, you will enable yourself to become clearer about your decision and your goals. While you might be feeling tired and wanting to give up, this card is about having faith and hanging in there. Have the patience to just allow. Take a step back and trust that the spiritual guidance you need is right there, ready and willing to assist you. Seahorses are considered mild-mannered and sedate creatures, which are happy to roam the oceans. Their tiny stature is structured for sauntering. They do not travel at speed. They truly emanate the energy of patience and happiness. Seahorses are content where they are and do not hurry when making changes. The seahorse will wrap its tail around a piece of coral or some other structure to resist a strong current. They remind you to hold tight and bide your time if you find yourself being rushed or overwhelmed. And there's a sense that you to be able to fully come into yourself, and like that pause moment, you have to really ask yourself what is bringing you this emotional fulfillment. Because these cards don't necessarily say, okay, go ahead and just like, walk away right now, but there's something you need to walk away from. It might be a thought, it might even be how you are perceiving. For some, it could be like how you're perceiving this. But I really get a sense too that with this, there's time for a change. Something is got to change, something's got to give. And for anybody that doesn't quite understand or makes you feel bad for being how you are, don't allow that person to have power over you. Okay? They just really want you to know that. Like, some of you are going to really need to step away. Others, yes, you can pause, look around, but these tarot cards really suggest that when it's time to go out on a different adventure. And now if the people around you, if you can work this out, if you go into a pause state, you clear up differences, and there's, they love you and support you, that's one thing. But for some of you, there is a sense that something needs to come to an end, something needs to come to a close. I want one more card. I want an outcome card. Because we definitely don't want to make decisions when we're in a rush, but we also don't want to stay in places that aren't healthy for us. And so, yep, the Two of Wands and the Page of Pentacles is what came out. And the Two of Wands is really about having like a couple different paths that you really want to take, a couple different desires that you want to go after and experience. And the Page of Pentacles here, he's going to go out and actually make that happen. So this is definitely a think about it card too. So there's definitely a lot of pondering for you guys to do. I just want you to know that follow your heart, trust yourself. And when it's safe to make, the necessary decisions for some of you, I really encourage you to do what you feel is truly best for you and your soul. Once you've thought about it, once you've kind of paused, but some of you are headed for a big long journey and you don't quite know which way you're going to go yet, but you know that you're going to pick a path and you're going to go with it. And there's going to be some things that you're going to need to leave behind. And it could just be like a perspective that maybe is bringing you down. It could totally just be a perspective, a way you're viewing something, a wound that you might need to work on healing. And I'm just getting from my guides, just stay calm in the face of really heightened emotions. And I know that can be really challenging. But they're just saying that the calmer you keep yourself, the more grounded the situation will be, and you'll be able to work out, the kinks a lot easier when we stay grounded, when we're level-headed, and don't make anything, too rash of a decision. So I hope that something in that message resonated for you guys. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm truly grateful to have you here with us. And as always, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself. Until next time, guys, take care. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. You guys were drawn to the green adventuring moon. And so let's go ahead and jump into this reading. Let's see what the Oracle card has to say and see what kind of inner wisdom our guides have for us today. Messages in alignment with everybody's highest good, please. Messages of love and encouragement, please. Thanks for being here today. Okay, shedding the old. There is a change coming your way. Cultivate a sense of adventure so you will be able to see the new prospects. Okay, let's pull some tarot to kind of clarify that message here. Okay. Shedding the old. I wonder what you guys are shedding. Is it a job? Is it a thought pattern? A relationship? Okay, messages in alignment for group 2's highest good, please. Those two. Okay. And let's see, maybe about 2 more cards, please. My guide is saying, you know, shedding can be a very painful process. So I feel like some of you guys are really going through it right now. Okay, let's see what we have. I'm also getting this sense of community again. Group 1 had theirs kind of around their community too. Yeah, I'm just really feeling like... Okay, so we have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the World. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the Death card. We have the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, the Star card, and the 9 of Pentacles. So, attainment is there, guys. I really feel like, yeah, you guys... Okay. I feel like you guys are currently in a community that doesn't give in the balance that you give. Doesn't give in the way that you give, okay? There's a sense that the community around you is not fulfilling your emotional needs, and it's not fulfilling like your just like in-person needs, like emotional and physical. Like it's just not happening. The community around you, I feel like, I feel like you guys are giving a lot to the people around you, and they are not giving back. I just really feel like instead of this being there, it's like they're holding all of their pentacles for themselves. And I feel like you've kind of been giving and helping them build something, or just being there for them. And there's not a sense of that being given back to you. I just see like a real one-way street with like a little side lane that kind of comes back to you, but not in the way that you give, because you're feeling very like the black sheep almost. You're not understanding why it's not like a two-way street. It's not that there's not openness there. And so this Death card here is letting me know that there's like a rebirth process that goes right along with this card of shedding the old. So when we go through this process, we are like doing a rebirth, right? Like it is shedding the old. It's shedding like how a crab, you know, sheds its shell. Does a lobster shed its shell? I'm not quite sure how that all works. I'm assuming that it has some type of molting process that it goes through, which can be painful, which is why I think they were saying like some of this, it might be hard to walk away. But what you have here is to really, well, three really great cards, but even these two. So the star is kind of like wishes coming true. Like your community is out there. Your community is out there. You just have to be brave enough to go and find them. And when we are spending all of our time with the wrong people, how are we ever going to invite the right people in? And I don't mean like good, bad, wrong, right. Those are not really the words I want to use, but more of just people that accept you for how you are, people that will give to you the way that you give to them, right? There's a balance. People that will live within your balance of your energy, not take too much, not give too much. They'll nourish you, you'll nourish them back. There's definitely a sense of a balance and a giving. And I think that, you know, going out and exploring this, knowing that you've got the universe and your guides backing you is, I mean, because the world talks about success, it talks about relocation, it talks about, you know, definitely going to a new place, even traveling, going to the beach for the weekend or wherever you want to go and just getting away from it, clearing your head, having some time to really get in touch with what you want, because you have attainment. You can attain what you are going towards. There is a sense that you will get there. I want to look at the undercard. What's the undercard of this? Yeah, because right now there's just, it's fighting. I'm sorry, this the song just played in my head. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Okay. I don't mean to like, I'm not trying to joke because this isn't, but it's literally just like, there's just quarrelsome energy. It's not a place where you have emotional fulfillment. It's just, yeah, I mean, this card really just says it all. It's just everybody's just fighting with their ideas and fighting with their sticks, and they don't want to set them down and have a conversation about how to make things better for the group, the collective, for any individuals involved. You know, everybody in this battle is there with their ideas and kind of that sense of, I'm right, this is how I feel, and you just need to deal with my feelings. So take that how it resonates. It's very punchy energy. It's very much like, I feel like the people around you have very strong boundaries and their needs are always met. And then it comes to yours and it's like there's just not, there's not a sense of giving back. They're too concerned with keeping it for themselves. But with the star card, you know, this typically talks about how we are in a place in our lives where we're in the dark and we're feeling very cut off. We're feeling like we don't understand what's happening. And then the next thing you know, the wishes are being granted and things start to change in your favor. And so I really just want to give you that little bit of hope that protect yourself, protect your energy, protect your spirit from the negative around you. Like, don't let them tamper your light down. Don't let them put your flame, like I just see a flame with them, like trying to dim your flame. Don't do that. Yeah, definitely. That's not the right answer. That's not going to lead you to a joyous place. That's not going to lead you to the attainment that you are after, that you want, and that is available to you. You've got to stick with it and keep going. So let's see what the Shedding the Old card has specifically from the book. So be willing to come out of your shell or break an old routine. You may want to consider something related to healing or healing work at this time. You may see an opportunity to generate a new source of income or be lucky enough to receive a financial gift or inheritance. On a higher level, this may indicate abundance in all areas of your life and a feeling that you are indeed blessed and deserving of everything that comes your way. Your personal belief system has a huge effect on how you feel about your finances and your luck. Hiding away your gifts may affect your abundant flow. As your source is unlimited, so are your gifts. Send out positive energy into the universe so that you may receive abundance in return. You may also find you feel more energetic and optimistic. Lobsters can only grow to a certain point in their shells before they go through a molting process and shed their exoskeleton. You may feel like taking an inventory of your life lessons now and what has brought you to this moment. Every event that has transpired has helped to shape who you are. Like the lobster, after a period of growth, there will come a time to let go of any old patterns or behaviors that no longer fit you. Yeah, because it's holding you back from getting this. It's holding you back from experiencing the world. And when we shine that light, it's going to help the universe find you so that it can give you the wishes, right? Like that light that you give out it's like the moth, right? To the flame. It's like it will help to attract these things in that you are desperately wanting. And so I wish you guys the very best of luck. I'm sending you guys a big hug for anybody who wants it. I've definitely been in those spaces before, so I'm there with you. And just trust yourself. Trust yourself and love yourself and be kind to yourself, not just with like maybe buying yourself a cup of coffee, but even how you talk to yourself, okay? So I hope something in that message resonated. If it does, please like, share, subscribe. And as always, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. You guys were drawn to the little opal moon. And so we are going to pull an oracle card to see what the wisdom guidance message is. Messages in alignment with everybody's highest good. And thank you, Group 3, so much for being here. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. I am truly grateful to each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much. Okay, this one. Okay, in the light of the moon. A full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. 3. And the number 3, they're really showing me, they're highlighting that 3 for me. So I feel like something needs to be kind of like a change of direction is what that energy is. So let's pull some tarot to clarify the message. Ooh. Hold on, a whole bunch of them just dropped off the desk. Hold on. Oh my goodness, they are flying off. Your cards just want to talk. Okay, hold on. Holy moly. Okay. These are just all the... Okay. Well, that was a very interesting way that those cards decided to all come out. Okay, hold on. So we have the 5 of Cups. We have the 8 of Cups. We have 10 of Pentacles. We've got the Devil. We've got the 7 of Cups, the Elder of Swords, 7 of Wands. We've got the World, and then what are these 2? 10 of Cups, Child of Wands, and then Explorer of Wands. Okay, and then the other 2 cards here. So, okay, so I heard change and then I heard emotions. And so there's something right now in your guys' life that, okay, you guys are going somewhere. Let's see, because there is not a lot of emotional fulfillment. I mean, the 5 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups. This tells me right now, you guys are just like emotionally drained, emotionally like spent. Like the cups are broken. They're not holding anything anymore. Nothing's working. All the choices that we're making aren't working. We feel very, I just see like somebody running on a wheel, right? And like not getting anywhere and just being like, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. And the 7 of Wands, conflict, inner conflict, outer conflict, tricky energy around you, people not living up to their word. I feel like maybe there's been some deceit around you guys. Wow. Okay. Because like a whole new thing awaits you, because you have the World and the 10 of Cups and you're not there yet, but you're going to figure out how to get there. And then like the 10 of Pentacles too, all about legacy, home, money, wealth. But there's something about where you're at right now. It's not working. It's holding you back. There's no emotional fulfillment where you are. It feels very desolate, right? It's just everything is very barren. It's just like a barren wasteland, like inside, emotionally for you guys. And full moons definitely will highlight places in which you need to look, like where your emotional body is kind of yelling at you and really getting your attention, and you cannot, like if I'm not in an alignment like with myself on a full moon, leading up to that full moon, everything seems very loud, very chaotic. There's been times when I look back at my past and I'm just like, yep, when a full moon arises and if I'm not in an alignment with where I'm at in my life, it's my emotional body is very loud. And I feel like for some of you guys, it's just, yeah, I'm feeling that like I don't know how much longer I really want to keep doing this, right? Like I'm not sure, because the Elder of Swords has made up their mind and they know what the next step is and they're going to go for it. And this Explorer of Wands, like, so we have the Child of Wands that then I feel turns into the Explorer of Wands. And it's kind of like when you've made that decision and you've like gone forth, right? And you're like, okay, my mind is made up. My emotional body's on board. I'm listening to myself. Instead of climbing and being kind of at the whim, right, of what this little tree branch or stick is going to do, it's like you're taking the destiny with your own hand, right, with his own tail. And he's like, no, 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 no. I'm taking the horse by the reins and I'm going to charge forth. And I feel like when that shift is able to like happen for you guys, then it's like you could just get showered with gifts. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and the World. And so some of you guys might need to go to a different place. Some of you guys might need to relocate. It could be just a different town. It could be a whole new state. It could be a whole new country. Like I feel like, you know, there's something out there that is waiting for you. You just have to make that decision to grab the horse by the reins and go for it. But that doesn't happen overnight. You know, the devil talks about how sometimes, you know, we hold ourselves back or keep ourselves in our old patterns, not because, you know, we necessarily want to be there, but because change can be scary. I mean, to just risk everything, especially if you're going to move to a whole new place, right? Like there's things to consider. But I feel like this energy that you're in right now, I mean, it's just a bunch of broken cups, like broken wasteland, broken. And I feel like you guys have been trying to find different decisions, trying to find different ways around this, trying to make this work for you. And it still just isn't working. It's not working. It's not working. And the Eight of Cups really does encourage us to really step away. And if you look, like, all these cards are in the dark, right? Like, all of these cards, I feel like, are under the light of the moon in your emotional body, like under the light of this moon. And the number 3 talks about change. And I feel like when you change your surroundings, start to go after what you want with like a loving, they're saying like a loving fever, you know, like when you just get so excited about something, you know, it's like you're willing to stay up all night and study that subject, or you're willing to, you know, whatever it is that, like, when you find that thing that just like really lights you up, you find the energy, you find the inspiration, you will take the risk, right? Like, you'll sit there and you'll think about it and you'll, okay, risk versus reward, but then it's like you charge forth. And I feel like all of this energy, right? It's like when it gets transmuted, it's like the whole world is your guys' opportunity. And you guys have, like, I mean, you guys could even start, I don't know if some of you are looking to start a family, but like, it's like that kind of successful energy, like striking out, doing a whole new thing, inviting a whole new adventure, a whole new way of life, a whole new thought pattern, like a whole new emotional experience. If you have the courage to walk away from what it is that's not bringing you that joy, right? Like, and then this guy, it's like he's not going to let anything take his joy from him. Like, he's going to hold on to that, and that's going to be what is going to drive him forth, right? Or her, sorry, it's not a gender specific reading. There's just that sense of once you find it and you hold on to it, it's like you're not going to let it go. And that will, like, with that kind of like energy, it's like that's how you charge forth. So I'm going to read from the book In the Light of the Moon to see what the specific message from the book is. So sometimes you choose to ignore your problems or avoid them in hopes that they will dissipate or disappear after a while. Explore the part of yourself you may have been too anxious to shine a light on. Don't be afraid to call attention to yourself by bravely exposing your most personal truths. The world can be stressful, with competition and deadlines. Everyone needs extra support now and then. Ask God, your guardian angels, ask God, your angels, guardians, the universe, or higher power to guide you. Take a few moments and sit with your request. You may choose to pray or meditate. Asking for blessings and guidance can improve your understanding and put you into a state of clarity and serenity. Orca whales are considered one of the most intelligent mammals on Earth. They usually travel in groups and hunt prey at night. Orcas represent dreams, intuition, emotions, and healing. This orca leaps high into the air in front of a full moon to bring your attention to issues you can no longer afford to avoid. Use the light of the moon to draw your attention to something you need to be willing to release. Balance your need to be right or strong. And make decisions that bring you joy, is what they're saying. They want to end with make decisions that bring you joy. Like, if you really wanted to, you could repair the cups, right? Or you could just go find a brand new cup. And whatever that brand new cup has in it is, they're like, that's the gold mine. Go for the gold mine is what they're saying. Go for the gold mine. Go for the gold mine. So group 3, I'm sending you so much love, so much light through this. I've been there. So just trust yourself, know that you are making the right decision, and give yourself time and grace that you need. And and that understanding, right? Just the understanding of you needed to go through these experiences that you just went through. And now it's time for the new experiences. Okay, so I wish you the very best of luck. If anything in this message resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself. And I will see you guys in the next one.